will have to be paid, and I will have to do something equally odd for him.
I would imagine this is a cryptic message to you to say, watch out. Tell us about this film. The villain is an old favourite.
Well, hardly favourite, although it's been, I suppose, the most popular villain the next generation ever had. The Borg. They are a half-mechanical, half-human race of creatures, implacably unpleasant, irresolutely irrational. You couldn't, for example, sit down and have a cup of tea with one of them and say, let's just talk through these problems. I'm sure we can come to some kind of happy compromise. That's not the way that you can reason with the Borg. They simply trample everything that's ahead of them, and it makes them a difficult foe to deal with. They're hard to destroy also because they can shift their natures so that you find one way to destroy them, and then they can overcome it immediately.
And had not your character been captured by Borg, so
yes.
you remain a bit Borgified?
Absolutely.
A sort of
yes.
closet Borgified
if you want to zoom in really tightly, just now you'll see those...
Zoom, go on.
Yeah, that's a technical filming term. Just
try zooming quick.
You'll see where those Borg implants have been. Get them?
See? There
Actually, those were pores in my nose.
So does that mean you have a sneaking kind of sympathy for and with the Borg?
Empathy rather than sympathy.
Right.
But it also means that I hear their voices in my head, as you'll see in this movie, but that I have a personal crusade against them. And what happens in this film is that Picard is no longer just representing humanity in his attempt to overcome the Borg, but there is a personal element of revenge about it too, because they harmed him in the past.
And they're a very, very sexy Borg queen.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Yes, erotic, sensual, I mean finger-licking good, if I could use that
I
phrase.
don't think you better know.
Played by Alice Krieger, a fabulous actress and a very sexy woman in her own right. But here she's an alien creature, and despite the tubes and whatnot's coming out of her head, she manages, I think, to be one of the most sensual images that I've ever seen on a film.
Does this mean that you used to be a Trekkie in a past existence? I mean, were you a fan yourself?
No, never. In fact, when I was first offered this job now, almost a decade ago, I had to ask my children what it all meant. I didn't understand. I'm a little bit more familiar now than I was then, but no, never a fan.
Is it true that you're fluent in Klingon?
Well, I have been known to eat gach, and they do occasionally say kapla. I'm really sorry. Can I wipe that off?
They say that Americans in some universities offer degrees in Klingon, that you can buy Klingon Scrabble.
That is possible, although I cannot imagine you're ever going to get too rich marketing Klingon Scrabble. I think it's a fairly kind of elitist sort of game. No, I don't think there are any courses in Klingon. Although, seriously, if we can be serious just for a moment, the world of Star Trek has in fact affected all kinds of areas of the academy. Certainly business studies,